just found this thing on the floor and I have no idea what it is. What's happening, guys, gals, and MB pals? I'm Alison Wonderland, your favorite Kiwi trans girl, and last week I was way too ambitious with my video idea, so this week I thought instead I would do something lighthearted and fun that wouldn't take me 6 days to edit. So the real question is, have you ever wondered who you are? Because I do this all the goddamn time. So for today's video, I've decided to figure it out. We're gonna take a personality test. I thought to start with, we'd do the Myers-Briggs 16 personalities test, because that seems to be the one everyone goes to these days. But that's not the most important one. I'm gonna do this one, and then I'm gonna jump onto the super duper important be-all end-all test at the end of the video, right? Are we ready? Let's do this. So I'm here on the 16 personalities website. First question, you regularly make new friends. What even is a friend? Friends are like people that help you take over the world, right? Because, goddamn, I am good at that. I have Sergeant Brickley. He's my friend.
Yes, Alice, I'm your friend.
Brickley? Brickley? Okay. I don't have any friends. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Yes, I go off on some of the weirdest f***ing tangents. I swear I've watched like 50 shipwreck analysis videos in the last month. I don't know why, it's just so interesting to me. I have like that submechanophobia thing, where like you're terrified of things underwater, like Michael Phelps. Learning about shipwrecks is like morbidly fascinating, and it really rustles my jimmies. Yes, I do. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Well, I am generally crying like 50% of the time, so it doesn't really make a difference. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. Yes, but what about the backup plan for the backup plan of the backup plan? See, this is what War Alice is good at. I do. You usually stay calm, even under a lot of pressure. I'm not calm even when I'm under no pressure. The f***? Strong disagree. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. How many times can I make the no friends joke without it getting boring? You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Absolutely. Oh my god. I work in chunks, which is why we're gonna take over Ohio first, and then we go for New Jersey, even though they like kind of both need to go. I've already started my campaign against Ohio. I can't just start trying to get rid of New Jersey as well. You are very sentimental. Hard agree on that one. I was such a stupid f***ing kid. One time when I was like 8 or 9, my uncle and my dad were cooking us dinner on holiday on the barbecue, and they decided that one of the zucchinis they had was not up to par, and they started making jokes about it, and I started to cry and protect the zucchini. I stole it from them. I would not let them throw it out. The moment I get attached to something, I will not let it go. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. My organizing tool is a 5'4" manlet called Harold that likes to dress up in maid outfits for me. Thanks, Harold. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. That hits close to home. One time I overcooked the pearls for my bubble tea, and I didn't make a bubble tea again for 3 months because I was so terrified I would f*** up more pearls. Hard agree. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. You would not believe how charming I am. The way I walk up all smooth-like, crack a joke, talk about how terrible the food is at this wedding reception, joke about the DJ being terrible, make small talk, and then suddenly you're telling me all about your work, your life, your niece who's addicted to cocaine, and suddenly we both have something in common. We both know people who are addicted to cocaine. I mean, for you it's your niece, but for me it's me. But, you know, something in common. And then time goes by and suddenly we're having dinner at a nice upper-class restaurant. I order a Pinot Noir, and then approximately 3 hours later I find myself in your apartment and hard agree. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analyses of creative works. There is only one interpretation, my interpretation, and as I have never been wrong in my entire life, no other interpretations really matter. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. I obsess over this, to the point where I drive myself mad. I know you're the same. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. F*** that. If I wanted to think, I would have gone to university. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. My happiness comes directly from being hot and humorous. I exist to entertain. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. I want to try horseplay. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Absolutely. This is why I want to take out Ohio. You know, I've been going for this for months, and I should have acted upon it already, because look at Ohio now! It's just getting worse! I think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings. I actually kind of agree with this one. Not so much because I think feelings are bad, but more because greed is a feeling, and greed kind of fucks everything up. Prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I can't even relax even after my chores are done. I am a little ball of anxiety and I just need someone to cuddle me and make the decisions for me so I don't have to think for a while. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. I draw attention to myself intentionally. Look at my eyes. Who wears teal eyeshadow? Me. I do. Your mood can change very quickly. Ridiculously quickly. Snap of the fingers like, what the fuck did you just say? You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. Yeah, I really do. I'm a really practical person. That's why it's annoying that there are so many impractical Alices. Impracticalis. Nope. Nope, don't care. I presume I will be taken into the loving arms of 72 femboys upon my death, and they will carry me forth to heaven. For me, heaven would be a world without Ohio. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Yes and no. Even when I'm on my own, I'm never alone. Because Liverpool is with me. You'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. I tend to lose interest whenever the other person steers the conversation away from Nerf guns, bubble tea, or jelly. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. Extremely. I am so goddamn benevolent. Nope. Never. I am never wrong. Never. Stupid question, Maya Briggs. Don't you know this is Alice in Wonder Wonderland you're talking to? Jesus Christ. After a long and exhausting week, a lively event is just what you need. Generally, I just kind of want to cuddle and sleep, to be honest. Meh. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Nope. I am on that shit like a mosquito. I'm sucking their feelings out like blood. I feed off of other people's emotions. What do you think my massive nose is for? I'm feeling good. Nope, I just get done. Really feel insecure. I feel insecure all the goddamn time. And that's okay. I think a lot of trans people are like this, you know? Going through a lot of changes. A lot of things are different now. Constantly second guessing myself in the mirror. Do I look good? Do I not? Do I look like a man? Can people tell? I feel insecure all the time. But I'm still confident. For some reason. You avoid making phone calls. I straight up have trauma regarding phone calls. As a kid, my mum, occasionally I'd be hanging out at home and she'd like call the home phone and she'd be like, oh hey, do we have zucchini in the fridge? And she would critique me on the way I answered the phone. It had to be, good evening, this is blah 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 at the blah 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 residence. Like it had to be perfect and I had to sound cheery. If like anything was out of place, she would straight up like have a go at me over the phone. Or like bring it up later over dinner, like, your phone call skills need work, and ever since then I am terrified of getting phone calls. I've been traumatized by phone calls. Oh my god. Some people have it so much worse than me. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Differing views to mine are simply incorrect and therefore not worth understanding. For example, a view of mine is that Margaret Thatcher is still alive and secretly ruling the entire European Union. And if you disagree with me, you are simply wrong. Plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Oh my god, yes. Like I said, I work in chunks. And if anything gets in the way of my invasion of Ohio, I will eliminate it immediately and with extreme prejudice so that I can get back onto the task. I will admit, I don't actually know any of the cities in Ohio. Cleveland is in Ohio. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Everyone is like this. Fuck, I still remember shit I did as a kid that was embarrassing as hell. One time when I was in high school, in fucking math class. Such a dumb story. One time when I was in high school in math class, one of my fellow students was being like really loud and rambunctious. And for some fucking reason, I just like whispered out loud, Jordan! Stop wanking! Like the fucking immature teenager I was. And then the teacher just stopped the class because apparently she'd overheard me and she asked me to go up to the front of the class and apologize to the class. And then I said, I'm sorry, Jordan was wanking. It's the dumbest thing I've ever done. Actually, you know what? That's not a mistake. That was fucking Chad behavior. That was so badass. I think that's still the funniest thing I've ever said. To a room of immature teenagers, that was fucking hilarious. The teacher couldn't get them to shut up for like 10 minutes. You rarely contemplate the meanings for human existence or the meaning of life. Always. I even have a contemplation corner. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I would say so. Although, to be honest, I'm out of control. Not even my emotions have an effect on that. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. Naive children. In order for me to rise against my competitors, I must make them look terrible. For example, all the bad that Margaret Thatcher did, that was me. I made her do those things so that she would look bad next to me. I don't actually know a single thing Margaret Thatcher did. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Consistent efforts for me. Just like how I've manufactured thousands of online bots to continuously post femboy memes in order to make it more socially acceptable. That was a consistent effort. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take for them to feel disappointed in you. Oh yeah, this is a big insecurity of mine. It doesn't matter like how well I know someone. When I'm talking to them, I'm still just like waiting for them to snap at me for some reason. Even at my work, you know, I'm just waiting for them to turn around and be like, shut the fuck up, you're so annoying. Because I feel like my personality is annoying, but I just try to be entertaining. I don't know if anyone likes me. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. To be honest, I need to be around other people. I feed on their entertainment. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Depends on the question. Like, is the purpose of human life specifically to pet cats? Because I think it is. I can't imagine anything else I want to do. I want to meet a cheetah. Have you seen cheetahs? Cheetahs can meow and it's fucking adorable. Meow. Meow. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. All have a place, though it is much easier to commit covert assassinations in busy, bustling atmospheres. How do you think I got Joey Ramsey? You know at first glance how someone is feeling. Not really. Not at first glance. I kinda need to shove my nose into them, because I'm an emotional mosquito. You often feel overwhelmed. All the goddamn time. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Agreed. When you're invading Ohio, you can't just let the attractions live. Like the world's biggest corn and the world's biggest potato. You've got to burn them too, because they breed Ohioans. I'm convinced this is how they procreate. Needs more research. I haven't clinically proven it yet, but I have a hunch. You gotta take out the landmarks. Who needs the world's biggest corn anyway? You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. No. May sound selfish, all I want to do is entertain people. And if an opportunity comes along that helps me to do that better, then the other person can get f***ed. You struggle with deadlines. No. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Of course. Are we ready? This is it. We finished the test. I don't know what's gonna happen next. What am I gonna be? This is going to affect the outcome of the entire rest of my life. I will base my decisions from now on these results. Executive? Oh, I'm a capitalist. Where did that go? Please tell me we don't have another Sergeant Brickley situation on our hands. Oh, I found it. Okay, executive. I seem to have suffered a head injury. What was I doing? Ah, yes, I was taking a personality test. What were my results? Executive. I'm a fucking capitalist. Why isn't it working? Executives are excellent organizers, unsurpassed at managing things, or people. I am good at controlling people. 60% extroverted. Yeah, that seems to be about right. Observant, down to earth. I think we all know that I'm completely mental. Thinking, okay, that's straight up wrong, because I don't think. Ever. Judging, yeah, okay, I'm extremely judgmental. Turbulent, that is straight up wrong. I am perfect. How can I be self-conscious? So basically I'm that f***er that organizes layoffs and restructuring and organizes deals between oil oligarchs. Mom, I don't want to be a capitalist. Anyway, onto the important test. The one that actually matters. Unscrupulous, unequivocal, inarguable, accurate, results. You've read all the books, you've seen all the movies, and now you're probably wondering which Harry Potter character you are. Luckily, you can find out in 12 easy questions. Alright, I'm gonna preface this by saying, fuck J.K. Rowling, but hey, I'm gonna get views off her work, because it is an interesting world. It's just made by a fuckwit. You might be Harry, Ron, Hermione, or someone else. Pick a movie. Parent Trap, Silence of the Lambs, Mean Girls, Wolf of Wall Street. I haven't watched any of these. What am I supposed to respond with? I think I watched half an hour of The Parent Trap once, so... Which object do you most desire? I like that there's a bunch of like super overpowered magical objects and then there's just a TV. TV? Or Cloak of Invisibility? TV? Or Cloak of Invisibility? TV? Or what is your... I love the fucking pose they've got going on. What is your favorite food? Fucking cool it down, Dumbledore. None of these are my favorite food. Where is jelly? Just put fucking cheese. No one just eats fucking cheese, Dumbledore. Cheese is pretty fucking good though. The fucking images they use for this are so good. Pick a drink. I'm gonna have to go with a gin and tonic because I'm a basic bitch. Pick a song. I mostly listen to death metal and Get Lucky is the only one of these I actually know. Where would you like to hang out? Hang on a minute. There's only 6 fucking options for this question. You trying to fucking shortchange us, BuzzFeed? Isn't Weasley's Wizard Wheezes that place that's full of like fireworks and shit? I might go with that one. How would you spend your ideal weekend? Alone. Alone at a dive bar. Oh, no fucking way. Fuck it. Getting pissed. Your ideal partner is someone who hates the same things as you. It's not negotiable. To date me, you have to hate Ohio. Pick a potion. See, I don't need a love potion because I'm already irresistible. I'm gonna go with a wit sharpening potion because I'm a f***wit. What do you prefer reading? These f***ers put BuzzFeed in. So self-absorbed. No one's gonna... How many people do you think actually answered BuzzFeed? I'm gonna go with The Onion because the real world is depressing. Pick a magical creature. Is now a good time to admit that I've read the books once and I haven't watched the movies in about 5 years because I don't fucking know what like any of these are. Crumple-horned Snorkack. Oh, this motherfucker's purple. Fuck yeah. Pick a TV show. Girls. Who doesn't like girls? I'm fucking gay as fuck. So I'm gonna go with Sherlock. Oh, I just got a shitload of confetti. Wait. Ron Weasley. I'm a fucking ginger? I can't even argue with this. It's the be-all and end-all. This is the quiz. My life has just irreversibly changed. So to summarize, not only am I a capitalist and a loser, but I'm also ginger. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons. And if you'd like to see me recover from the illness of ginger, please consider taking a look at my Buy Me a Coffee page. Please. I don't want to be ginger. I'm just kidding. Gingers are fine. There's nothing wrong with being ginger. That was a f***ing lie.